Hello everyone, and welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, randomized. I'm your host, Buffer. I'm flying solo today. I put that skeleton back in the ground where I found it. Don't desecrate dead, kids. It's a bad idea. So, last time I promised that we would take care of a dungeon. Instead we didn't make it all the way through either of them. We started the Dongus Cavern, we started Shadow Temple. We didn't make it all the way through. So, this time, I'm thinking that, given the current situation, I'm actually going to go use one of my few remaining bomb chews to go access Zora's River. We do that, and I will have the ability to gather up all the beans, and I can go ahead and take care of that. There are 4 bean stalks that need to be planted. Well, there are 3 that I know need to be planted, and a 4th one that I am unsure of. While we're at that, I could go to Zora's Domain, get whatever is in the heart piece, or get whatever's in the heart piece chest inside Zora's Domain, as well as whatever reward I would get from the diving game. I can take care of both of those today. But in addition to that, there are 3 beanstalks that I know you have to do, that you have to have the beanstalk for. There are 4 heart pieces behind the beanstalks that I know you need the beanstalks for. The 4th one, I'm fairly certain you could probably do with the long shot and some creative efforts, but we don't have the long shot, so I'm going to do things differently for that. But we should be getting a pretty good selection of items this episode. I'm going to go take care of that. Oh. Nope, don't. Oh. See, while the developers were kind enough to hide something, to not hide anything behind 100 Skulltulas, they were not kind enough to eliminate the big post side quest. You have to do the whole thing if you want whatever item is hiding behind there. There is a fix in a different patch that limits it to 1, but I, for one, don't. I just realized I forgot to start my timer. We're gonna go ahead and do that. I'm playing this without looking at the screen. Aren't you guys impressed with my knowledge of Ocarina of Time that I can play one-handed, not even looking at the screen? Bet you are. Bet you're really impressed. So, how's everyone doing today? For me, it's hot as hell. Our AC has stopped working, and I live in the Central Valley, so it is painful. Do not like it. Do not want. I'm working on fixing it, but in the meantime, I'm melting. I'm dying. So if I just die in the middle of a recording, you know where to find me. Alright. Well, I will meet you guys at Zora's River. No sense watching me run around and do all that. And welcome to Zora's River. So, I've told you before that as a kid, I idolized this game to a point. And, idolized, but I enjoyed this game to a point. And, honestly, this area was one of my favorites as a kid. At the time, and still presently, I adore swimming. And it was one of my favorite pastimes. So having a water-themed area was really cool for me. Oh wow, look at this beautiful area and all this water, and oh, what's this? A race of fish people at the end? Oh, this is the coolest thing. And it doesn't help that the dungeon behind this area was one of my favorites, which those of you that know me will realize that's actually really weird. But one story at a time. I enjoy this area a lot. Jabu Jabu's Belly is a really fun dungeon with a fun boss. The mini-boss was actually my least favorite part of it, but I'll show you a fun little thing I learned recently once I get there. But, you know, I had a lot of problems with, or I didn't have a lot of problems. I didn't like the mini-boss, but everything else in Jabu Jabu's Belly was cool. I liked the concept. Proof that children like dumb things. I thought the escort mission in Jabu Jabu's Belly was really fun. I thought Ruto was a fun character. Oh, I should have gotten the thing up there first. Ah, whatever. I'll live. So, I think I've done the grotto up here. So, I'm not gonna... it doesn't hurt to check, I guess. But no. So, moving on to why the people that... Yeah, no, I did get in here. Moving on to why the people who do know me would think it's really weird that I like the dungeon that takes place inside a giant fish, would know that I, probably around 11 or 12, developed a very... I don't know how serious it is. I'm sure there's some people that are completely petrified at the thought. But I developed a case... That's really good. That's real good. Speaking of Jabu Jabu's Belly, I can now beat the whole thing. I just have to get inside, and I don't have Ruto's letter. But no, so probably about age 11 or 12, I developed a, in my opinion, more serious case of phagophobia. Now, this is a word that this is the closest word I can find to describing the problem that I have. The literal translation of phagophobia is the fear of eating, but one of its derivative... Ooh, I have the boomerang. I can actually kill you. Oh god, it's almost daytime. Gotcha. No! Please tell me it's still there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, the more literal translation is the fear of eating, but in reality, some of its derivatives do branch out into the fear of being eaten, which I also feel isn't entirely accurate to my problem. See, I could have used the chicken for this, but having the... Damn it. Having the boomerang works just as well. Yeah, full wallet. Pick up more beans. God, I can grab a fourth one on the way out. I just realized I only bought 3. But no, being eaten isn't exactly my fear. My fear is being swallowed alive. Or seeing someone else get swallowed alive. Like Men in Black triggers me. The ending of Hellboy triggers me. Although the ending of Hellboy less so. Of all stupid things, the Disney movie Hercules with the stupid Hydra triggers me. And it makes me want to gag. It makes me severely uncomfortable, and combine that with the fact that I do have an overactive imagination, thanks to my ADHD, I can distance myself from the concept as long as I want, and I could be fine all day, and then I go to lie down, and my mind wanders to what was Hercules feeling when he was being pushed down the throat of that Hydra? And it could probably be some combination of claustrophobia, but specifically, like, the sound of organs working while you're being eaten. The ability to perceive it. Because, yes, realistically, you'd be crushed to death on the way down, but any movie that decides to take the time to show the inside of whatever is going on is the worst. Again, part of the reason why Hellboy doesn't trigger me as much as other things do, but because, like, yeah, sure, oh, he gets eaten by the big squid thing, yeah, but it doesn't show him sliding down a big slobbery throat. That's vile. and the imagery is what gets me. Curiously enough, my favorite animal is snakes. Go figure. But I don't know. I don't know if I'm describing this very well, but you know, a show that lots of people recommended to me at the time it was big that I refused to watch for a long time was Attack on Titan. It's an anime. Everybody gets 8. And here's the thing. If they're dead, it doesn't bother me. Like, it's the concept of being aware while it's happening. Like, if you are dead, and I'm not watching you go down, it doesn't bother me. So really, only one of the no. Guys. I guess we're doing the Shadow Temple this episode without the Lens of Truth, because it really wants me to do the Shadow Temple. But, yeah, like, so, if they're dead, it doesn't bother me. If they're alive, that bothers me. It's one of the reasons why I haven't watched any of those stupid shark movies. It's why I refuse to watch Deep Blue Sea. It's why I refuse to watch, like, even Jaws. I haven't seen Jaws, and I don't want to. Like, and of all things, like, Jaws? It's got this stupid robot shark that doesn't even look real. Like, I'm open to watching Jaws because I know how stupid it is. But things like Deep Blue Sea or the millions of Sharknado movies, no, count me out. I will not watch those things. So, why on earth would my favorite dungeon, or one of my favorite dungeons in Ocarina of Time, be the one inside the stupid fish? Like that wasteful. No, whatever. I got 2 good things on the way up here. I can't complain. But yeah, no, it's dumb. It's weird. Don't mind me. But so, talking a little bit more about my history with this game. My first time experiencing this game was not me playing it for myself, but rather me watching my aunt play this. And for the sake of anonymity, whatever. I'm gonna call her Susie. Her name is Susie. But my Aunt Susie, she got this for her birthday. I think you know what? It was either her birthday or Christmas because her birthday is in the same month as Christmas. But in addition to this, my aunt is also only 5 years older than me, so she's more like a sister than an aunt to me. So we spent a lot of time growing up together, and it was a lot of fun. But so she got her N64 and a copy of Ocarina of Time for her birthday / Christmas. I don't know. And I very distinctly remember her turning it on and watching her play through the Deku Tree and being absolutely entranced. What was I doing? Beans. I forgot beans. Gotta go get beans. BRB, get beans. But no, I actually watched her play through the Deku Tree, and it was amazing. And I never actually got to see her do any of the other dungeons. I did pop in at one point while she was doing Jabu Jabu. And I got to watch her pull out the Master Sword, which was amazing that we got to experience that together. Perfect. And that's all the beans you need. Everything else is just shortcuts. Or pointless. But no, getting to watch her experience that and seeing my reactions, because again, I was a tiny 5-year-old boy, and I'm like, ooh, this is amazing. I love this. This is so cool. Show me more. It was really something. I have a lot of fond memories involving video games with Aunt Susie. She's honestly, growing up, despite us being so close in age, she was kind of the person I admired most. She was so good at the things she did, and she was so smart, she was so talented, she was nice. I distinctly remember an incident where I was riding my bike home from school, and when a storm hit, and she was home when I made it home, and I'll go more in depth to that story later, but she was a good person. And quite honestly, it's one of my favorite people to this day. I hear people talking. I really hope that's not getting picked up. Well, no, she's one of my favorite people, and it remains so to this day. She's one of the coolest people I know. Right now, she's working with animals, which, you know, it's always great to hear that somebody has accomplished their dreams and gone to the field of work that they admire most. Especially for her. She's doing such great things. Anyway, so here's bean spot number 1. There's a crate up here that if you have the long shot, you could probably latch onto. Maybe not from here. No, yeah, probably from here, actually. But the hook shot does not travel far enough for that, and I don't have the long shot. So I can't do anything with that yet, but... anyway, that's bean spot 1. And... because I don't want to talk about the same thing forever. It's just, you know, big influence on my life. Really cool. Aunt Susie, if you're watching this, you are the best. You know, you're the best. You keep helping those animals. So. Alright. So interesting about this. I'm warping to a place that is absurdly hot. That will lead to my immediate death if I stay here for too long. You see that timer there? That's how long before I spontaneously combust. Bean spot number 2. And this actually changes depending on... oh, hold on. What was that? Oh, that's just money. There's a heart piece over there I can't get right now, but I'll grab that later. Where am I going next? I know exactly where I can go. No, so that timer is how long it takes before you spontaneously combust because it's so hot in here. That timer actually changes depending on how many hearts you have. That's not something I was aware of. If only we'll get an item at some point that'll let us survive in a stupid hot place. So, welcome to my actual favorite area in the game. The Gerudo Valley is always a high point in any playthrough that it's involved in. Like, the Arbiter's Grounds is the coolest place in Twilight Princess, although the City in the Sky is pretty good, too. Bean number 3. Well, crap. Last place I need to go to is Lake Hylia, and I don't have a warp. Oh, well, we'll just, I'll just do a cut. I'll see you guys there. Buffer. Away! Hey guys, look what I found on the way out. It's a speeder. Alright, see you at the lake for real. Do you guys hear that? Do you hear that sound? That's the sound of pea-hats coming from my life. Alright, here we're at Lake Hylia. It's the last bean spot. Also, as a side note, I'm not sure if you guys are aware, but there is a fishing minigame for both child and adult Link in this game. I've done the one for adult Link, I have not done the one for Kid Link, and I cannot do it now because you cannot cast the fishing line without a sword. Of all the things, that's the problem. I'm going to go ahead and re-solidify that as the Scarecrow song, and I'll come grab that again at some other point. Do I have the Prelude of Light yet? I don't think I do. I don't. Alright, well, you guys ready for another cut? I'll see you in 7 years' time. Farewell, my friends. How about that? I made it just in time. Just as I planned. All according to Cake. I have just realized this is the third or fourth time I've entered Hyrule Market 1 rupee too short of the Hylian Shield. I mean, I have the Mirror Shield as an adult now, so I don't need it, but it means I'm going to have to spend arrows every time I want to talk to a Deku Scrub. And that's going to suck. I can't wait till I get the Song of Storms. There's actually going to be a nice amount of grottos for me to check that are going to have a whole bunch of hopefully useful items. So, anyway. So we're probably not going to get to a dungeon this episode. But next episode, I promise, we'll beat one dungeon of some kind. Even if I have to resort to doing the Shadow Temple without the Lens of Truth. Ah, perfect. And immediately put it away. Oh, good, I've got the Master Sword back. And goodbye with this garbage. So, not to deviate too much from this particular version of the game, but so I have the Bigoron Sword equipped, but it still shows the Master Sword on my back. Even when I have the Bigoron Sword drawn, it's hard to see, but the Master Sword sheath is still there, despite the fact that I'm pulling out a sword that's way too big for that sheath. Something that Ocarina of Time 3D did that I actually really appreciate is that it gives the Bigoron Sword its own sheath. Like, like, no joke, it's one of the smallest changes, and it makes such a big difference for me. Anyway. Alright. Well, it's time to do the Whirlwind Bean Tour. And I have warps to all three of the others, so I guess I'll go do the one that's out of the way. Wait. I forgot. I have a horse. Oh, you would do this when I'm not on my horse. That right there's a big Poe. I don't know what the shop is hiding, and I really don't want to find out. If I ever get super stuck, I'll see if I can... I'll see what it has to offer. It's one of those moments where having the Gossip Stone hints turned on would actually be really helpful. But that's neither here nor there. Going to the lake. Gonna have a fun time at the lake. You know, it also occurs to me that items from the Bigoron Sword trading quests are all scattered throughout the throughout everything as well. So I could just get the Eyeball Frog at some point and have to take that to King Sora and see what he gives me. Which or yeah, no, I could randomly just get the Eyeball Frog and I have to take it to the professor. Who will, the point is, whatever item you get, if you complete that leg of the Bigoron Sword quest, because there is no timer for any of the items that can be found in the chest. Like, I know the Eyeball Frog can be found, the Poacher's Saw is thrown into the mix. No! I hate birds. I hate them. Don't you do it. That... Where? Oh, I am... Oh, boy. No? Alright, you know what? Where are you? Come on. Give it a run. Get out of here. Alright. Third time's the charm. You actually take the time to kill this stupid thing. Alright, what do we got? Alright, I feel like I should start a counter for heart pieces at this point because I'm getting real tired of seeing them. Alright, wait, what? What am I doing? What am I doing? Do you know what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing. It's time to warp. Let's take care of the hot place first. And if I do this right, I might actually be able to grab the other heart piece over there. I'm not gonna have a super long timer, but we'll see how this goes. Nope. I live just off of a major street, so you guys might hear some sirens in the background. 54 seconds. That's plenty of time. Don't you love how nature will always find a way to grow, even in the most obscene of conditions? Ow. Come on. Come on. Take me. Take me somewhere amazing. Like over there. Please take me over there. Beautiful. Alright. I'm gonna cut this a little close, but... You know, I can't be that mad about the blue rupee. I'm actually angrier about heart pieces at this point. Arrows! Great! Alright, well, we're going to the Spirit Temple next. God, I hope one of these has something useful. So far, no. We've got a heart piece and a blue rupee. And while the heart piece gives me more health, the problem is it doesn't contribute to progress, and that's what I want. We spent all that time going to Zora's River. I really, really hope that these aren't all just duds. Okay. You know, actually, I'm over here. I can go grab the Great Fairy now that I think about it. There's also a sculpture up there, but I'm not concerned with it right now. Alright, take me over, and we jump! Alright, please be something useful.
I wanna know what love is. I want you to show me. I wanna feel what...
That's incredibly useful! Oh, God! Oh, man. Okay, alright. That's huge. That's Dodongo's Cavern. That's a lot of things. Just having bombs makes a big difference. And you know what? You know what? No. I would have had to spend a bomb shoe. I can buy bomb shoes. I can do bomb shoe bowling. Guys, the bomb bag was literally one of the most useful items to grab because it affords you so much. It affords you so much. I can go get all the Great Fairies now. Oh man. I mean, listen, guys. I know I promised. I know I promised that next episode we're gonna do a dungeon. But would you be mad if I went around and did all the Great Fairies instead? So this is that was big. Also, those of you watching, yes, I do play the Nocturne of Shadow on rhythm all the time because, believe it or not, I don't remember the song until I start the rhythm. Fucking bomb bag. I'm so happy that we have the bomb bag. There's so much we can do. There's so much we can do. Piss off, Ghost. I don't care. I don't care. Alright. Another coup de grace. What do we got? You know what? I'm not even mad. I'm not even mad. It was bound to happen. And I'm glad it happened after that. Alright, you know, I was just gonna leave you be. Now you die. I'm not even gonna pick up your soul. You're just gonna stay there. To hell with you. Oh, man, guys. Guys, the bomb bag, though. The bomb bag, though. Did I talk to you? I think I did. Yes, I did. I did talk to you. Okay. Alright, well, I got enough time. I got enough time. I cut out like 5 minutes of nonsense. But I did start it late. Alright, so here's... Alright, so here's the deal. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go grab the Great Fairy at the top of the mountain here. Be gone! Actually, you know what? No, I'm not. You know what, guys? We're going to finish Dodongo's Cavern this episode. We're going to finish Dodongo's Cavern. I got the big on sword. I can probably one-shot King Dodongo. Let's go. Alright, so thankfully the last time we were here, we went ahead and we took care of the shortcut. So we just ride this up to the ceiling. Equip our sexy new bomb bag. Walk on all around. So now that I actually have the bombs, I can do this safely. Without... I can actually test something safely without worrying about wasting all of my bomb chews. So, blow it up. What do we got? What do we got in here? It's a heart base. Alright. So far, 2 good items this episode. So, I've always wondered, if you hold a bomb chew inside the eye, and you wait for it to explode, does this count as making him see red? Yes, it does. Okay, so we probably could have completed this dungeon a lot sooner if I had just been smarter with my bomb chews. Well, you know what? Science. The power of science. You experiment, you learn, you figure it out. This now means on any future runs, or on anybody else who's also doing these runs, that now we know. Now we know bomb chews. So there's a whole back section, or a whole back area to this dungeon. I'm not even going to worry about it, because one of the other perks of coming in here as an adult, you can just do that. Ha! Can't surprise me, bat. It's quick. Nothing goes over my head. My reflexes are too quick. I catch it. Like that. Just like how I flawlessly caught that. There's a Skulltula back there, though. Do I want it? How badly do I want it? Not that badly. There's 100 of those suckers. I'm sure I can find 50 by the end of this. Alright, let's see what we got. Last chest of the dungeon. That's the Deku Tree done. Whoo boy. Okay. Alright, guys, this episode's great. Turning everything around. You know, I always thought he was just big because you were a kid. Nah, he's still pretty big. Alright. Say hello to the far superior boss, dude. And... oh, you can't one-shot it. That's a shame. I was really hoping that I could. Easy. Easy. Piece of cake. So I was talking about Aunt Susie earlier. I cannot for the life of me. So, something that happened when I watched her beat this boss. I saw her beat this boss. And she said something completely nonsensical that I, for the life of me, cannot remember. It's really funny, though. Just curse my childhood brain for not remembering. What do we got? A bullet bag! Cool! Get the slingshot, immediately double it! Well, not double it. It's out of 10, so it's whatever. It's not the point. The point is, I have the slingshot. And the fire medallion. Beautiful. So what do I got then? As far as collectibles go, I have 1 medallion and 1 stone. If I get the forest medallion, I can get the Prelude of Light. If I get all 3 of the spiritual stones, I can get the Song of Time. Alright, so I guess that'll do it for this episode. I guess what I'll do is next episode I will do a montage of collecting all the fairies that I can, because I can't get the one behind King Zora until I get Rudo's letter, whatever that may end up being. But no. So I think we did a lot this episode. We got the hover boots, we got the bomb bag, we got the slingshot. Like, a lot of the barriers of progress are just moving out of the way for us. So we'll be able to get a lot done next episode. So anyway, thank you so very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe to the channel, click the bell, get notified every time I do something else stupid. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.